Okay.
Yeah, so a state we can change, but we cannot able to change the property. So here in this case, we are going to see one example about how these props are used, and also how these props are rendering to the UI. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, one second. So we are going to mount our component to this div id equal to root. Now, now the thing is, I am going to create one more folder known as source folder, src folder. So in this src folder, I am going to use uh, index.js, right? Yeah, one second here. I mean give here some values in index.js. So what is the first thing we want to see? We want to we have to see like this component creation. Okay, so first what are the important parameters we have to take? We have to take like React, and the other one is like component. Okay, we are going to get it from the React, and okay, the other one is like I am going to give here render, and from I am going to get it from the React DOM. Okay, so now the thing is I am going to use here the class, right? Class, first I want to create a class, so which is like extending the which is extending the React component, the component whatever I am taking, right? The same component I am going to extend. So my class will get all the component related features, React component related features to my class. Okay.
Okay.
So now the part is the first loop here. We want to take here constructor. Okay. So so inside this constructor, we have to declare any variables we want to declare. We have to declare them inside this constructor. So here I am taking one variable that is like this dot state. I am taking a state here. So in this state, I am going to use like svg change, svg change colon and true, right? So I took one variable on name known as svg change. Okay, and in the render, one more loop whatever we are having is like render. So in this render, I am going to use. So in this render, I am going to use return. So where I am returning my div elements here. Okay. So in this one, I am going to mention here like div, and I am going to use here like h1, h1 and hello, and I am giving some kind of this dot. For now, I am giving just hello, and I have to create a props actually. I have to create a props such like I want to go and I mean get those props actually. So first, what is the thing here is, as you know, you are aware. This is here. We have to give like render, and we have to mention here app, right? And to where we are going to mount this app, we are going to mount this app to the root. Okay, document dot get element by id, document dot get element by id, and here I am going to give here root. Okay, and the next step is I want to create the default props. Okay, if I want to create a default props, I want to give here like app dot default props. This is one of the property value, like in this I am going to mention the properties of the class. So whatever the class it is there, that related property I am going to give here. Okay, so here it's like this. Prop default props is equal to, I'm going to give here some name, some kind of chunk. Okay, and I'm going to give here some prop array. Okay, so so this is just like an object which is having the keys.
Okay.
It is just an object which is having a key, and inside this I am going to use several things like 1 comma 2 comma 3
Okay.
or 1 comma 2 comma so I'm going to give one string, as well as I am going to give a array. Okay, and yeah, and also I am going to use with some bool value I am going to pass. So these are the custom defined prop bool, that and all the custom defined. We don't need to worry about that. Okay, so you can, and also a prop function. I'm going to pass one function here, and I'm going to give here some function, and here I am giving some kind of p, and I am giving some return p, and also I am giving some prop number. So I am giving here some kind of 8, and also prop string. I'm going to use here some India, and also I'm going to give here some prop symbol. I think prop symbol, don't know, this is fine. It's okay, don't know. So apart of this, whatever the props I have declared, whatever the properties I have declared for this component, now I am going to parse this one. Now I am going to validate this one actually. So initially, like how we are I mean getting these values is like, see, whatever the properties are declared in the below. So now I want to get them, actually I want to get them to my div. Okay, so how can I get it? Means this props dot name. Okay, this props.name. So now whatever the default value here, whatever I am passing here, so those props will be added to the my view. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, fine, cool. So yeah, now I am going to get this name. 1 second, I am going to start this my project.
The props, it should be static and dynamic. As of now, we keep in real time. How will get dynamic props will come?
Props, actually, props are nothing but you are sending some data to a component. In here my case, my component name is app.
Okay.
So you are passing some component to the some properties to this component. So this component is going to render us the related properties.
Oh.
It is something like, if you are already having one component, and but you are not passing anything in real time, it is used like this. Suppose if you are used like if you have taken one input value, some input, some type equal to text you have given, type equal to text you have given. Okay, and for that label you have given some kind of passing variable you have given. Okay, so in see, just like however we are doing only, we are going to pass the objects wherever the function is getting called.
Okay.
Wherever that values I will show you in an elaborated way. Means, once we are going to the deep coding, right? So there you will be finding those examples, how we are getting the props into the other component. This is just an introduction of how we are going to use the props but actually how we are going to call the props to the other component, slowly we will go to that concept.
Okay.
So after that, after this, we are having some other steps also, like component callings and all. After that, we will be getting obviously the props values, how we are getting from the other component and reusing the same component with props. Likewise, we are going to get actually. Yeah, that is one of the important design pattern, if you ask in the I mean React.js. In the React, there we can declare one component, like as I told you, some input type equal to some text. But for that properties, whatever the declarations are there, I am going to send some external point. From external, I am going to use the same component value, like whatever I have used here, right? Slash app, and here I am going to use like app, and I am going to use some kind of first name, and I am going to pass the some kind of Krishna or something. Likewise, we can able to pass the props, and in the calling component, we are going to get this one like this. So if I tell now, I think it is like an very early. So
Okay.
we'll see that one.
Okay.
Okay, that is like a component communication with the props. So and also reusing the same component. So that one we will see later subject.
Okay.
Okay. Now, yeah, I think I'm going to share again. Uh, so yeah, now you can able to see the props here,
Yeah.
that whatever I have taken here, so that value we can able to see, and also we can able to pass the remaining values to, like some h3, and I'm going to use here some array, and we can able to what is this meaning is like, for the props we can able to use like function, we can able to use a string, or we can able to use a number, we can able to use a boolean. So several ways we can able to pass the data to the properties. Okay, so here I am going to get here prop array, and also I am going to get here like a h3, and I'm going to get here bool, and I'm going to get here like this dot props dot prop bool, and I'm going to yeah, prop bool, fine, this is okay, and the other one is like, yeah. So I am going to I am going to call for the function also. Okay, for the function, and also I am going to call for the uh, remaining. So for the function, I am going to use here like function. So I am going to give here like props dot. What is my prop function? Like this is prop function. Prop func. Okay, prop func. And I am going to get here 3. Okay, I'm just passing some variable, some 3. Okay, so and also I am going to pass a number. So to pass the number, here I am going to get the prop dot prop number, right? That is the prop number. So and apart of that, I am going to use here some h3, and I am going to use here some string, right? I am going to get here string, and this dot props dot prop string, right? Prop string. And here I am using here I am going to get the string value below whatever it is there, India, that value I am going to get here. So yeah, so yeah, and also I have one, yeah, okay, fine, cool. I think, yeah, now we can resume this one. Uh, 1 second. I think I have to declare the 1 second. While the component is loaded, these prop types are used to validate the properties whatever we are giving actually. Okay, so they are like this actually. Second, I am going to share one thing.
And one more thing, generally, so this labels names.
We are going to use one parameter known as import prop types, import prop types, and prop hyphen prop hyphen, and here I am giving some types. So what is this used for is like it is used to validate the parameters whatever we are having inside our component, this prop types. So where we have to declare is after this component ending, we have to mention the component name, and we have to give the component value like give like prop types. We have to after the component name, we have to give like prop types, and here I am going to give here name, and here I am giving some prop types dot string, and here I am going to give like a prop array. So this yeah, okay, so we have to mention here dot required. So it will ensure that this prop should be available in the form before it is getting rendered. Okay.
Okay.
One second. I think here I have static class. We have to 1 second. I think I have to declare here prop array. This prop array only I have to mention prop type. Once I am giving this prop type, whatever we are getting above it, so that will be called, and here I am going to use some array dot is required. Is required. So this will mention once you are rendering this application, or once you are rendering this component, these prop types are necessary.
Okay.
So without these prop types array, we cannot able to process the further proceedings.
Okay.
Likewise, it will mention actually.
Okay.
So yeah, and here it is like we have to give small p, since it is small p here, and also we can give like prop bool, and here it is like prop types, and I am going to give here bool dot is required. So 1 second, there is some small typo it is there, I think so. So here it is like not capital P, it is small p prop types, and so prop types of whatever we are having here. This so yeah, no, I think it should run. Yeah. So and also one more, yeah, bool I have declared. So likewise, we can ensure like the components or the name, the array, or whatever you are properties we are using, right? So those parameters we can ensure like they are available to the user once they are I mean logging, or once they are using the system. I mean they have to make it as required. They have to make this component this array value and also bool value are required. Then only we have to go for the further proceedings. Likewise, we can able to constrain it. Yeah, we can able to restrict the component. Yeah, this is generally in the real-time projects also will we see these prop types.
So it
Okay.
is mandatory to all the components, right?
No, it's not mandatory to give to all components.